Hello, hello, successful souls. So today's episode is going to be a fun one because, again, I know a lot of the listeners here are business owners, business women, and CEOs, right? And regardless if you're a CEO of a business or not, you are the CEO of your life. You are the shot caller. You are the visionary. It's up to you to get your goals done, right? So all about accountability, holding yourself responsible, being consistent, being persistent, and hitting new levels of success. So, as an entrepreneur, as the leader of my company, of my family, of my community, of myself, I think it's really important when you are leading, especially in business, to really take on a lot of the feminine aspects of intuition and really consider metaphysics and how you can apply it into manifesting and achieving success in your business professionally. Now, this works, if you're a manager, not necessarily the owner of your company. This is if you are leading people. These are things that you can consider to really kind of make your business so much more meaningful, to really make it mindful and metaphysically empowered. So that, again, we're reaching our goals, we're getting results, we're changing as many lives as possible, we're creating a ripple effect, we're leaving a legacy, we're making money, and we're having fun while we're doing it, right? So one of the very first things that I do with my new employees, and every single month I do this with my clients, and I have my employees participate too, is create a monthly vision board. Not a whole year vision board, but a monthly vision board, so that every single month you can literally have a visual to-do list that you check off. It's so rewarding when you have your eye on the prize and you see it go from this little board that I usually suggest that you have as your desktop of your computer and actually come and, manifest here in real life. So when we have our team meetings, when we are, getting together daily, but at the beginning of each month, we will sit there and we will review the vision boards and we will look at what it is that, they are working on. And especially if you're a new hire in the company, I want to know on your first week, I want to know what day of the month it is, what your vision is. This is so important because as a leader, I need to really consider each person that works with me as an individual, amazing resource, something that, is going to really contribute, someone who's going to really contribute and be part of a family. So I need to know what makes them unique, what makes them excited, what keeps them motivated, inspired, uplifted. I want to know their why. I need to know their why. That way, when it comes to, let's talk about it, sales, running a small business, being a company that's getting up and running, there's going to be shifts. There's going to be ups and downs. We're going to need to pivot. We're going to need to be intuitive. We're going to need to work together as a family. And I need to know when things get tough, how do I help this person to really stay motivated and keep their eye on the prize and help them to achieve their goals. I am not here, with my employees saying, let's hit every goal of mine because that's all that matters. No, when you win, I win. Together, we're going to win and we're going to rise together. And not only are we going to win as a company, but we're going to change the life of all our clients. And what's funny about what we do and what's great about what we do is when we change our clients' lives, it's going to change their families' lives and it's going to change their clients' life, right? So again, this huge ripple effect, but it's going to start with me as the leader, as the core of this entire experience. And the first ripple on the outside is going to be my employees. I need to know their why because that's so important. So I really would recommend to have an activity like this in your company. Really get to know their vision. Allow them to be vulnerable. Again, vulnerability is your biggest superpower, and really get behind their vision and personalize. If you do bonuses, if you are, working with them to hit sales numbers, remind them of why they're doing it and be there with them actively to support them in their dreams. Super important. Another thing that I do to really just make sure that we're metaphysically empowering our company is I allow full transparency. I want my people to, respect me as a leader, but I want them to feel comfortable being themselves. And when you get comfortable with being uncomfortable and just putting yourself out there and learning different goals and pushing yourself to new limits, you need to do that by being able to feel okay to be yourself. I want all my employees to feel like they are themselves, that they feel like they're part of the family, that they're contributing their unique gifts, and that they can do it anyway by being creative. I give them full power to F up. I want them to be making mistakes, because if they're making mistakes, that means they're trying new things. And we know growth comes and happens when you push yourself out of your comfort zone and you experiment. Now, of course, I'm going to make sure that the things that we need to master, we are mastering, but I hold myself responsible in making sure my team has the proper tools, the proper training, and the right mindset to achieve what we need to. But I want them to explore new concepts. I want them to try different platforms. I want them to go and research and bring back to the daily team meetings what it is that they feel are inspired by, that they think that we can help contribute. And again, it's all about transparency. It's all about making sure that they are valued for being unique and giving permission to mess up and to try new things. Super important as a leader is to make sure that you are valuing the minds of all your employees, because you can do so much more through people. Remember that. Another thing is, and the final thing I'm gonna really put out here for today, because again, I like to keep these short. I know you are busy people. So I like to create the space. I create a space. Now, I work online. My business is online, and the interesting thing is I have amazing employees. How shocked are you that I have never met any of them in person? I see them every single day, and I have for a long time. Together, once we get past this pandemic, I promise you there will be a time that we all get together. But even though we don't see each other in person, we need to create a space where we are meeting regularly, that we're having, metrics, that we are knowing what the goal is, that we're in communication. But also, what I mean by creating the space is not necessarily just the virtual space, it's the metaphysical space. When we get together as a team, and as you're hearing this, it's early in the year. So not long ago, my team and I got together to have our full visionary plan for 2021. Yes, we're not going to sit there and, plan January and December, and then January, we're going to plan February. No, we have the whole year mapped out. But when we are talking about the different events that we have, the different master classes, the different workshops that we're going to host inside the Spiritual Success Sorority Facebook group, we're also really thinking of the vibration, the end in mind. We're at the end in mind. What do I mean by that? When I sit there and I talk to my employees, I'm talking to them as a leader of a version of Cynthia in 2022, sometimes 2025. This is the level, the standard that I'm setting for my company. Very excited and happy to announce within the first 4 months of having my business, we hit 6 figures in sales. That's nowhere where we're gonna be. We have so much to do, so much to accomplish, so many lives to help and to inspire. This is gonna be huge. And so when I'm sitting there planning, with them, I'm speaking as the CEO that's already hit that level that I wish to be. This is the law of assumption. It's speaking with the end in mind. Because when you see the end in mind, you can then set up the right strategy, the right structure, and then be the right support to help other people get on board of your vision. You're holding space so that you can calibrate at a higher level. And by creating this vision with the end in mind and coming off not as the company who you are today, but as the company you wish to be, you think so much bigger. So many more ideas come to you because you're asking bigger questions. And when you ask questions, you're going to receive answers. So I like to create the space. I like to make my employees feel, where we are 10 years from now, today, constantly, to remind them again of the why, their why, my why, our clients' why, our company's why. And this empowers them and infuses, so much creativity. Creativity is an interesting thing. Nothing is created nor destroyed. It's literally just being in alignment with it. In order to get these amazing ideas for our workshops, for, how we're growing the company, it's so important that we are opening ourselves and expanding our awareness. And by doing so, it's almost like imagination. I'm imagining being the woman speaking to them 5 years from now, at least next year. You have to remember who you are right now isn't actually who you are, it's who you were. It's the residual of your past actions, thoughts, and feelings. So we aren't the company we are now. Right now, this is the company we were. So if I want to change the now, I'm going to be the leader I feel at the level that I want to be at and come to them like that. So sometimes, working for me, my employees, they're like, wow, she's a lot. She has a lot going on. Again, I have discipline and I teach them how to be disciplined. through time blocking and upfront loading your weeks, right? I swear to you, I get done more in a day than most people get done in a week. And so do my team. We're super productive because we want to be effective. We're not here to dabble. We're not here to play. We're here on a mission to change lives, right? So they're having the vision. They're knowing my why. I'm sharing my vision boards with them. I'm sharing the company's vision board with them. And we are being transparent. We are allowing each other to shine through our uniqueness. And we are creating a space and being the company that we feel we are versus what we actually may be here and now. So I think these are some quick tips I wanted to throw your way as the leader of your business, whether you're managing or owning your company. There's things that you can do, again, that I really teach, my clients in the Spiritual Success Program on how to be that leader. And it's really understanding metaphysics. It's learning the laws, expanding your awareness, and vibrating at a higher level, not where you're at, but connecting with your inner feminine beast and letting her lead the company of your dreams. If you found this helpful, I'd love to hear from you. Make sure that you are subscribing, leaving reviews, and in the meantime, I'd love for you to acknowledge it, embrace it, see it through.